A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move in the ongoing international discourse surrounding the Gaza conflict, the UK government has confirmed that no Israeli government delegation will be invited to the Defense and Security Equipment International (DSEI) exhibition scheduled for next month in London. This decision comes as a direct response to Israel's escalating military operations in Gaza, which have drawn widespread condemnation from various global leaders. A spokesperson for the UK government stated, "The Israeli government's decision to further escalate its military operation in Gaza is wrong." This statement underscores the UK's growing criticism of Israel's actions in the region, particularly in light of recent plans to expand military operations and potentially seize control of Gaza City. The DSEI exhibition, which runs from September 9th to 12th, is a pivotal event for defense firms worldwide, showcasing military hardware and technology. While the UK has barred official Israeli representation, individual Israeli defense firms will still be permitted to exhibit their products. This nuanced stance reflects the complex nature of international defense relations, where political considerations often intersect with economic interests. The Israeli Defense Ministry has reacted strongly to the UK's decision, labeling it a deliberate and regrettable act of discrimination and announcing that it would withdraw from the exhibition entirely, foregoing the establishment of a national pavilion. This move has sparked a debate about the appropriateness of political considerations in defense exhibitions, with the Israeli ministry asserting that such matters should remain separate from professional industry events. The growing discontent among UK leaders regarding Israel's military conduct has been evident in recent months. The UK government has increasingly called for diplomatic solutions to the conflict, emphasizing the need for an immediate ceasefire, the return of hostages, and an increase in humanitarian aid to Gaza. The Liberal Democrats' defense spokesperson, Helen Maguire, criticized the government's actions as insufficient, arguing that merely banning the Israeli delegation does not equate to a comprehensive solution. She stated, "Anything less would be an utter dereliction of this government's duty to end the human catastrophe in Gaza." Activist groups have also voiced their concerns, with Campaign Against Arms Trade, CAT, welcoming the UK government's decision but labeling it as cowardly and symbolic. Emily Apple, CAT's media coordinator, pointed out that the responsibility for the absence of the Israeli pavilion lies with the Israeli government, not the UK. She accused the UK of pretending to take action while still allowing Israeli defense firms to profit from the exhibition. The backdrop to this controversy is Israel's military campaign in Gaza, which began in October 2023 following a Hamas-led attack that resulted in the deaths of around 1,200 Israelis and the abduction of 251 hostages. The conflict has since escalated, with the Hamas-run health ministry reporting over 62,966 deaths in Gaza, including significant casualties among children. The UN has raised alarms over the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, confirming reports of famine and severe restrictions on aid. Despite these claims, Israel has defended its military operations as necessary actions against Hamas. The UK's critical stance towards Israel's conduct has intensified, especially after the Labour Party assumed power last year. The government suspended 30 out of 350 arms export licenses to Israel, although it did not include components for the F-35 jets, which have been utilized in Gaza operations. Foreign Secretary David Lammy has publicly condemned the military escalation as morally unjustifiable, echoing sentiments shared by Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, who recently described Israeli strikes on a hospital that resulted in civilian casualties as completely indefensible. As the DSEI exhibition approaches, the implications of the UK's decision to exclude an Israeli delegation remain to be seen. The event is not only a platform for defense firms to showcase their innovations, but also a reflection of the geopolitical tensions that continue to shape international relations. The UK government's actions signal a potential shift in its foreign policy approach towards Israel and the broader Middle East conflict, as calls for accountability and humanitarian considerations grow louder on the global stage. With the situation in Gaza continuing to deteriorate, the international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that prioritizes peace and humanitarian aid over military escalation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.